Hey, Chad, back with Kinetics and another travel or at-home workout. These workouts, this particular one is one of the ones that we'll put out typically on Saturdays to encourage you to get outside and actually do this. Now, with that being said, if you absolutely can't due to weather or some other restrictions going to keep you from doing that, you can 100% just take our prep section today and extend that and go through these 4 movements for say 20, 30, maybe even 40 minutes, just continually cycling through them because you won't need a lot of space to do that. The sweat piece today is something that unless you have some open space to perform this, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to do just in like your living room or a hotel room. So keep that in mind, and that can kind of be applied to any of these more outdoor focused workouts that we put out. So without further ado, let's get into our prep piece. Again, we like to give you some ranges in terms of sets, duration of work, reps, those sort of things. So our prep piece today, we're gonna go with 1 minute of a multi-direction bear crawl, 8 to 10 reps of a standing alternating knee to elbow, 8 to 10 reps of alternating lateral lunges, and then 4 to 6 reps of a squat thrust to a vertical jump. Okay, so let's go through those movements first. Our bear crawl, multi-direction, I'm gonna be on my hands and feet, quadruped position here, back is relatively parallel to the floor, and I'm gonna just walk, stepping in opposition. Right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. I'm gonna walk forward, backward, side to side. I can change it up in some 45-degree angles, create some figure eights. Okay, be a little bit creative with this. But you're spending 1 minute traveling in that bear crawl pattern. From there, standing, alternating knee to elbow. Again, 8 to 10 reps here. Hands up in that prisoner position. I'm gonna balance, bringing my elbow to opposite knee and back down. Elbow to opposite knee and back down. Nice and controlled like I just demonstrated, right? We're not doing one of these, okay? Real smooth and controlled here, drawing opposing elbow and knee together. 8 to 10 reps. After that, we have our alternating lateral lunges, also for 8 to 10 reps. I'm gonna take a wide stance, and from here, I'm going to lunge or squat down toward one leg, coming back up toward the other. Trying to stay braced through my belly, keep my torso upright, okay? My squatting foot remains flat on the ground. You'll probably find, I know for me, I feel kind of tight right now, and as I do more of these, I'll start to kind of loosen up, get a little bit more range of motion, okay? Nice and smooth and controlled here, 8 to 10 reps total. Once we finish those, we're gonna go into our last movement of our prep, which is 4 to 6 repetitions of a squat thrust into a vertical jump. So it should look like this. I'm gonna drop down, plank, up, jump. So I'm trying to string these together fluidly. Dropping into that tall plank position, I'm rigid here. I'm not letting my back or my hips kind of drop to the ground. So I'm tight when I come down, hop up, immediately into that vertical jump. Okay, putting some effort into that jump, trying to get some height. 4 to 6 reps there. Cycling back to that multi-direction bear crawl. You have 3 to 4 sets of this. Again, if you are not able to get outside for this next piece, definitely take a look at just extending this prep section and maybe cycling through 6 or 8 or even 10 sets of this today rather than the 3 to 4. If you are able to get outdoors, I highly encourage you to do that. The only thing you'll need for today's workout as far as equipment is something to carry in your hand. And if you'll just excuse me a minute, I left my something out of view. So this could be a kettlebell, a dumbbell, it could be a backpack or something that you have around the house that you can load up a little bit. 20 to 30 minutes, preferably out in nature, right? If you have to, backyard works just fine, but preferably if you can get to like a field or a trail or something. 20 to 30 minutes of a single arm farmer carry, okay? Real simple. We're just holding one thing in one arm, walking. As you get tired, go ahead and switch, right? We're trying to stay braced through our belly, and we're just carrying this element. Nothing fancy, nothing complex, you're just carrying it for 20 to 30 minutes, okay? I recommend, if you haven't done any prolonged carries or anything like this before, to err on the side of this being a little bit lighter. I know if I'm gonna go out and do this, I'm probably gonna use like a 35, maybe a 40-pound kettlebell, and that's gonna be about the peak of what I might wanna use, especially if I haven't done something like this in a while. You wanna keep that element off the ground the entire time, switch as desired or as needed. Try and make sure that you balance out the duration of carrying on both your left and your right side. Once you've completed your 20 to 30 minutes there, take a little bit of time, go into your breathe section, which for today is our static back position. 5 minutes there, close your eyes, deep belly breathing, right? Find a bench or something that you can utilize. Have your knees up at about 90 degrees, laying down on your back here, and I'm just breathing into my belly. Big, deep diaphragmatic breath, okay? Trying to elongate the inhalation, that hold, the exhalation, and holding that exhalation, right? So we're trying to elongate each section of that breath, bring the heart rate down a little bit, taking these few minutes for ourselves to kind of gather ourselves and have a little bit of peace and a little bit of quiet. As always, we definitely recommend, if you can, extend this by another additional 5, maybe 10 minutes and incorporate some additional meditation or breath work as you're in this position. Go out, enjoy this workout outside. If you got to do it inside, make those adjustments, have fun, and we'll see you next time.